Halloween, the holiday where people can pretend to be something else. For this Halloween, I decided to talk about anime, specifically horror and Gothic anime to watch this spooky season. Hi, I Anime Tunes. Here are some Gothic and horror anime recommendations to watch. Warning. This is a fair warning. Some of these series are very hard to make, and some of these deal with subject matters such as abuse, child abuse, offing yourself, and of course, since it's horror, it deals with death. If these make you uncomfortable or you're dealing with something, I suggest not watching some of the anime suggested in this video. With that out of the way, let us begin. Number 1, Princess Resurrection. Hiro is a middle schooler who is moving with his older sister to a mansion. His sister will be a maid to the mansion to a mistress. Unfortunately for him, he died before he can reach that said mansion. Fortunately for him, the mistress of the mansion is a woman named Hime. Is actually the princess of monsters and ghouls, and uses her power to bring Hiro back to little life. Unfortunately, it's only temporary, and he needs her powers to be recharged every 3 days, so for him to go around and live. Also, unfortunately for him, or unfortunately for the both of them, Hime is also in a death match with her other siblings for the heir of the monster throne. Princess Resurrection is the anime that I can really say fits the Halloween season. It got everything. It got monsters, comedy, and it's nice horror. This is also an observation. The manga and OVA series is a bit more darker and violent than the regular anime was. One of the biggest differences is that in the anime, Hime uses flame to resurrect Hiro, and what wears off, it's just steam. In the manga, on the other hand, she uses her blood. And the anime manga and the OVA in the manga is also more violent and gory and more horrific as a result. Either way, no matter how you watch or enjoy the series, Princess Resurrection is perfect start for the Halloween season. Number 2, Pet Shop of Horrors. Pet Shop of Horrors is a 4-episode anime series that follows a strange man who runs a pet shop. He sells 2 kinds of pets, regular pets and exotic pets. The exotic pets comes with strict contracts and conditions. If you follow the rules and the conditions to a feet, you will be fine. But if you happen to break any of the rules, the shop of course cannot accept any responsibility or any harm that will follow. So choose wisely. Pet Shop of Horrors was a really interesting and fun series to watch, even though it was only 4 episodes. If you do give it a watch, I suggest if you want to see more, go and read the manga. The manga has more characters, more plots, and of course, more horror. Number 3, Rose and Maiden. Rose and Maiden is about a guy named June, who is, because of bullying in life, became a NEET. One day he was given a note and a Rose and Maiden that had a simple question. It asked, would you or would you not wind the doll? In the main series, he did wind the doll. To his surprise, the doll came alive, and his name is Shinjuki, who has a match from other dolls who are trying to become Alice. The alternate series follows a young adult June who did not wind a doll, who is now getting parts to make a Shinjuki. No matter what series you prefer, It is a nice watch on Halloween. Number 4. Tollbound Hanako-kun. Tollbound Hanako-kun is a horror and comedy series that follows a high school girl named Nini who went to the legendary ghost Hanako-san for a wish. To her surprise, Hanako is actually a boy, and due to circumstances that were her fault, she is now his assistant. Now she is in charge of protecting students and keeping the balance between school spirits and humans at bay. This is one of my favorite anime series. The show can be wacky, fun, emotional, and of course has that glorious horror. If you like Japanese spirits or school ghost stories, this is a perfect anime for you to watch this Halloween season. Hello, this was going to be another number, but I kind of messed up with the recording, so we're just going to call this one 4.2. For 4.2, Vampire Night. Yuki Cross goes to a school that has a day and a night class. The day class, of course, has human students going through the day. The night class, it has a group of vampires going at night. Yuki and her best friend Zero's job is to make sure the coexistence between vampires and humans are peaceful. Yuki loves two guys in her life. Zero, her best friend who hates vampires with a passion, and Kamini, who is a vampire who has secrets and interest in Yuki. Tensions rise when Zero also becomes a vampire and has a high chance to fall to level E. Level E vampires are vampires that are sick and are consumed with nothing but bloodlust. That makes them want nothing more to drink and to hunt and kill humans. Can Yuki stop Zero from becoming a level E? Vampire Night is a guilty pleasure of mine. It's not the best, but I really enjoyed the first season and love the characters' tactics. The art is very beautiful, the setting is very gothic, and it has vampires. What more could you want? Number 5, Hellgirl. Hellgirl is a horror anthology series that follows a mysterious girl named Ai and her companions. Each episode, a new character, a new problem, and a new tormentor is introduced, who usually makes the new character's life a living hell. At night, the victim will search a website that only appears at the stroke of midnight. They are then transported to meet Ai, who gives them a straw doll, saying if they wish, they can send their tormentor or person who is making them trouble straight to hell. The catch is, your soul will also go to hell. Of course, that only happens after you die from natural causes. Hellgirl is the kind of show that shows the wickedness of humanity. Hellgirl spare no punches, showing abuse, scams, and the most scummiest of scum imaginable. Whether it's tormentors getting what's coming to them or innocent people who did not deserve it, Hellgirl is an entertaining wild ride that will really make you think. Number 6, Death Note. Light Yagami is a popular student who got it all. A respectable dad who is a police chief, good grades, good looks, and good athletic abilities. One day, Light found a notebook called a Death Note. The said Death Note can kill anyone whose name is written in it. Light decided to use the notebook to rid the world of the wicked and become god of the new world. His antics got an investigator named Elle looking at the cases of people dying all over the country. And Light defeat Elle or ever be defeated? Death Note is a classic criminal and thriller anime. It got suspense and thriller. as you follow the villain protagonist like Yagami trying to keep his secret and trying to recreate the world. If you like crime dramas and you like the supernatural, I suggest giving this a watch. Number 7, Another. Another is an anime that was adapted from a light novel series. It follows a boy named Yuki who's staying a year with his grandparents in the country. At school, he was accepted and not bullied, but he noticed a girl that no one pays attention to. He also noticed the girl usually be alone and the teachers ignore her as well. Apparently, the reason they were ignoring the girl was trying to make a charm for the class. Apparently, to Yuki's horror, the class 3 is under a curse. Every month, in the class or the class's family members will die. Usually by Final Destination style deaths or weird accidents. Another got the Gothic horror anime to the teen. It has an unsettling setting, Gothic style characters, depressing atmosphere. If you like horror and mystery, you can give this a watch. But also fair warning, this is basically a death style anime. Meaning you will be seeing a lot of gory and violent deaths on scene. If that makes you uncomfortable, especially seeing these kind of deaths being portrayed by younger children, then I guess I can say please give this a skip. But if not, go crazy. Number 8, Hiragashi. Hiragashi When They Cry or When the Cicadas Cry is a horror and mystery anime that follows at the beginning of the new kid named Kaichou, who is living in a strange, quiet town in Himazawa. The town seemed nice at first, but Kaichou soon discovered that the town has many dark secrets and issues, such as having Ochiro's curse, where somebody goes missing and a person dies, or having disease that makes you paranoid and violent. Hiragashi is a tragedy, a drama, and a mystery anime. The show is also about friendship and trying not to make the same mistakes. It's one of the more emotional ones on this list, in my opinion. So, can these friends break the time loop and break the curse? Or are they doomed to relive tragedy after tragedy again? Number 9, Shiki. Shiki is about a small countryside village. Nothing out of the ordinary, and most of the residents enjoy country life. Well, at least most of them. Until one day a family moves into a mansion. The family members only come out at night. Also, they're having cases of the villagers getting anemia and also dying as a result. Also, sightings of some of these departed villagers walking around at night like nothing happens. Yes, you can see where this is going. Shiki is one of my favorite horror anime, but it's also one of my favorite vampire animes. The art style is nice, the attacks are unsettling, and it asks what makes us human. Who is really the monster? The humans trying to save and protect their lives, or the vampires who want to make a safe base for them in trying to survive and also having a family? If you like vampire anime, I cannot recommend this enough. Number 10, Black Butler. Black Butler is an anime and it's the definition of Gothic horror. You have your setting being in the Gothic Victorian age. You have supernatural elements, twisted villains, and dark subject matters. This was made for goth kids to read. The story is about a kid who lost it everything, and really everything. His parents died and he was tortured. So of course, the kid decided to make a deal with a demon. The deal is simple. The kid wants the demon to serve him and kill all his enemies as a bow. But when the last enemy is dead, the same demon will devour his soul. If you like Gothic, horror, and supernatural, you will probably like this one. Number 11, The Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland is about a group of kids who live happily at the orphanage. Every few months, a kid is adopted and never heard from again. One day, a kid who got adopted but left their stuffed bunny at the house, where two older children found it and decided to give it back to them, Emma and Norman. When they reached the gate, to their surprise, instead of seeing Connie or her new foster parents, they instead see a dead Connie and monsters soon to follow. Realizing that the orphanage is really a farm and they are food for monsters called demons. Emma and Norma have to work hard to escape with the other children before the next ship. Promised Neverland is a thriller that keeps you on the edge of your toes, which is a great treat to watch, at least for the first season. So this is going to be a little warning. After you watch season 1, I suggest you go straight to read the manga. Season 2 has been a big disappointment and a big disappointment to fandom. Season 2 is basically an abridged version of the manga that cuts out a lot. That cuts out arcs, shorten arcs, cuts out characters, and cuts out really crucial character development. So watch season 1, read the rest of the manga where it picks up. Number 12, our final anime, Angels of Death. This anime was based on an RPG game, which you can find on Steam. The game in the anime is about a girl named Rachel who wakes up with no memory. She finds out she's in a facility. Then she explores the facility and goes on to the second floor where she meets Zack. Zack is a serial killer who chases her around with a scythe. After escaping him and then finding out that her parents are dead, she asks Zack, the crazy serial killer, to kill her. Zack agrees on one condition. She will have to help him escape the facility, with each floor having their own crazy killer. Angels of Death is a very interesting anime. It's nice to see Zack and Ray bond and develop a friendship. It's nice to see the floors in each killer. If you like Gothic and horror, where Angels of Death will be a good treat. Well, that is all the anime. I hope you enjoyed the list in this video. I am Anime Tune signing off, and have a happy Halloween. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like my videos and you would like to see more.